Hey everyone! Welcome back to Miss English Channel, where learning feels real and personal. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul. We're so happy you're here. Today's episode is simple but powerful because it's about you, what you love, what makes you feel alive.
That's right. We'll talk about things we like to do, the small things that make life brighter and English easier.
You know, Emily, many learners say they don't know what to talk about, but life already gives you so many stories. Your hobbies, weekends, favorite food. You just need the words.
Exactly. So today, we'll help you speak naturally about your daily joys, the things that make you smile. Ready?
Always ready. Let's start easy. What do you like to do, Emily?
I like reading, especially in the morning with my coffee. The quiet moments help me think.
That sounds peaceful. So you said, I like reading. You can also say, I like to read. Both are perfect.
Right. Sometimes I read stories or short English articles. Even 10 minutes a day helps.
Yes, that's a great example for our listeners. You don't need hours. A few minutes of reading every morning, it changes your brain.
And your mindset. You start your day calm and confident.
What kind of books do you like?
I love books that teach life lessons, stories about people finding courage.
That's beautiful. I like cooking books. They mix two things I enjoy, food and learning.
Oh, really? You cook?
I do. I enjoy cooking, especially pasta. It's easy, warm, and full of flavor.
I enjoy eating pasta more than cooking it.
Fair enough. So for our listeners, I enjoy cooking means you really like it. And remember, after enjoy, we use the verb with ing.
Like, I enjoy listening to music.
Exactly. So Emily, what kind of music do you enjoy?
Oh, I love pop music. It gives me energy. When I listen to it in the car, I feel like the world opens up.
That's nice. For me, I love jazz. It feels like breathing. Slow, deep, full of rhythm.
Wow, that's poetic, Paul. You sound like someone who really listens.
Music does that. It teaches us emotion, just like English. When you speak with feeling, people connect with you.
That's such a good point. Learning English isn't only about grammar. It's about expression, saying what you love, what you care about.
Yes. So, dear listeners, what about you? What do you love?
Maybe you love walking in the park, watching the sunset, or spending time with your kids.
You can practice right now. Say it out loud. I love walking in the park.
Simple, right? Every time you say it, your confidence grows a little.
And that's how fluency begins, one honest sentence at a time.
Speaking of walks, Paul, do you like walking?
I do, especially in the morning before work. It clears my mind.
I love that. Sometimes walking alone feels like therapy. The air, the quiet, everything slows down.
Exactly. So our listeners can say, I like walking, or I enjoy walking in the park.
Or even, I love walking when it's quiet. Add detail. It makes your sentence beautiful.
Beautiful and real.
All right, what about movies? What do you like to watch?
Movies. I love action films. You know, the kind with fast cars and impossible missions.
That's so you, Paul. I love comedies. I like to laugh after a long day.
That's great. So, I like comedies, or I love funny movies. It's such an easy way to express yourself.
And also a good way to connect with people. You can ask, what kind of movies do you like? It starts conversations naturally.
Yes. And when you answer, your tone tells more than words. Try saying, I love movies. You feel that energy, right?
Totally. Love adds passion.
What about sports? Do you like sports?
I don't play much, but I like watching tennis on TV.
I enjoy football. Playing with friends on Sunday mornings, it's fun and refreshing.
That sounds great. So our listeners can say, I like to play football, or I enjoy playing football.
Exactly. And if you don't like something, just say, I don't like. For example, I don't like cold weather.
Oh, yes. Or I don't like waking up early. That's my truth.
Yes, same here.
Let's make it more fun. Let's talk about what we love to do on weekends.
Good idea. On weekends, I love cooking and listening to music while I clean the kitchen.
I love that picture. I usually like watching movies or meeting my friends for coffee.
That's lovely. Time with friends is the best.
Yes, I think joy grows when we share it.
So true. And this is where English becomes more than language. It becomes connection. When you tell someone, I love spending time with my family, it's not just a sentence, it's a story about who you are.
That's so powerful. So listeners, don't be afraid to speak about your life. Your English doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be real.
Well said, Emily.
Thank you.
You know, I think learning to say what we love, that's the first step to loving the journey itself.
Exactly.
All right, let's take a quick breath before we move to the next part, traveling, dreams, and future goals.
So, Emily, let's talk about something almost everyone loves, traveling. Do you like to travel?
Oh, I love it. Traveling makes me feel alive. New places, new faces, new stories. It's like learning life through different eyes.
That's beautiful. I agree. I love to travel too. When I go to a new city, I like to walk around with no plan, just explore.
Yes, that's the best way to see a place, to get lost a little. You find things that aren't in any travel guide.
Exactly. So, for our listeners, you can say, I like to travel, or I love traveling.
And you can add detail, like, I love traveling to the beach, or I enjoy visiting big cities. It makes your English sound alive.
Speaking of beaches, what's your favorite place, Emily?
The beach, for sure. I like the sound of waves, the smell of the ocean. It's peaceful, like time slows down.
I feel that too. For me, I'd love to visit Japan one day. The culture, the food, the mix of old and new, it's amazing.
Oh, yes, Japan is magical. I'd love to visit Italy. For the food, of course.
I knew it. So here's a useful phrase. I would love to. It's perfect for dreams or future plans.
Exactly. You can say, I would love to visit Italy, or I would love to learn guitar.
Right. It's a soft, beautiful way to talk about your hopes.
And it's not just about the future. It's about believing that your dreams matter, even small ones.
That's true. Every learner listening right now probably has a dream, maybe to speak English confidently, to travel, or to make new friends around the world.
Yes, and English can open those doors. It's not only about words, it's about freedom. The freedom to express yourself anywhere.
I remember one student who told me, Paul, I don't want perfect English. I just want to feel free to speak. That's powerful.
Yes, that's the heart of learning, not perfection. but connection.
So, dear listeners, what would you love to do? Maybe you'd love to live abroad, or talk with people from other countries, or just order food in English with confidence.
Say it with us. I would love to fill in your dream.
Beautiful. When you say it aloud, it feels real, like the first step has already begun.
Let's shift a bit. How do you usually spend your evenings, Paul?
I like to relax after work. Sometimes I watch a series or I listen to podcasts.
Me too. I love watching English series. Even if I don't understand everything, I keep listening. It helps my ear.
That's a great point. Learning through daily habits. One show, one song, one podcast. It adds up.
Yes, it's the 1% rule. Do a little every day, and your English grows quietly like morning light.
That's poetic, Emily. I like that.
Thank you. It's true, though. Fluency doesn't happen in one big jump. It happens in small steps you take again and again.
Like cooking, like walking, like talking, everything we enjoy.
Exactly. So when we talk about what we like, it's also a mirror of our life. What we love shows who we are.
Yes. For example, I love spending time with my family. Every Sunday we cook together. It's noisy, messy, but full of laughter.
That's beautiful. I love meeting my friends at a small coffee shop. We talk, laugh, and sometimes we just sit quietly. No pressure, just presence.
You see, these small moments, they're not small at all. They build our joy, our confidence, and our stories.
And when you learn to express them in English, you don't just speak the language, you live it.
Exactly. Every sentence becomes a part of your life story.
So, what does this mean for you, our listener? It means you already have everything you need to speak. You have experiences, feelings, stories. You just need the words.
And we're here to help you find them.
Let's do a quick recap.
Sure. To talk about what you like, say, I like, I enjoy, or I love.
Exactly. For example, I like reading, I enjoy cooking, I love traveling.
Perfect. And for dreams, use I would love to, like I would love to learn guitar, or I would love to travel the world.
Simple, useful, and beautiful. Phrases you can use every day.
Yes, you can practice by talking about yourself. Start small, one sentence, then two.
Even record your voice. Hear yourself speak. You'll be surprised how quickly you grow.
And don't worry about mistakes. Every word you speak is progress.
Yes, English isn't about being perfect. It's about being brave.
I love that. Being brave enough to speak, to connect, to share your world.
So, dear listeners, what do you love to do? What brings you joy?
Think about it. Say it in English. Maybe write it in the comments below.
We'd love to read your answers because every story you share reminds someone else that they're not alone.
That's the magic of learning together.
Exactly.
Before we close, remember, small sentences can carry big dreams. I like learning English. That one sentence can change your whole path.
Yes. Keep saying it, keep believing it, and soon it becomes true because words shape your reality.
And your voice matters.
Thank you so much for listening today, dear friends.
We hope this episode helps you talk about your life with confidence and heart.
If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to High English and share it with someone who's learning too.
Yes, it really helps the channel grow and helps more learners like you.
And we'd love to hear from you. What do you like to do in your free time? Leave a comment below.
We read every one of them.
So, until next time, keep learning, keep smiling, and keep loving the process.
This is Paul.
And Emily from Miss English Channel, where learning is more than words, it's a way of life.